It's Dr. Searcy with today's video summary for September 1st, 2011. Today, we read the first half of Beowulf, and as a result, our quotation comes from one of the poetic digressions in that section, where the poet says, "And so, in turn, to the bold-minded Finn befell cruel sword evil in his own home." Now, what's interesting is that the poetic digressions that we see in this first part of Beowulf are seriously melancholic. The story of Sigmund begins with his death, how after his death his fame increased. The story of Hildebur, her husband Finn, her brother Hrungnef, is filled with blood, turmoil, and funerals. How does this comment on the action of Beowulf? Why are the poems inside this epic, which is in many ways celebratory of Anglo-Saxon culture and of Beowulf in particular as a synecdoche for that culture, why are these poetic digressions so sad? The answer is that the poet realizes, and through the poet in the poem puts forth the idea that violence is a self-sustaining cycle that makes everything on earth short-lived. As a result, in a culture that prided itself on acts of physical prowess, that saw no chance for immortality outside of war or battle, we get the resounding impression from the poet that these ways of living are shot through with error, that the cycle of violence that brings you fame will also bring your downfall, that if you build a culture on war, that war will destroy that culture eventually. We'll continue with the second half of Beowulf on Tuesday. Have a good weekend.